Hey everyone, welcome back to another Thursday stream. And as we said, like we will be having on every Friday stream, we will have one OSS maintainer joining us. And last week, we had Adam who spoke about mock service worker. And this week we have James. So hey James, how are you?
Morning. How's
Ah,
it going?
Doing great. So I met James multiple times this year. So we met last year at React Summit Amsterdam, and then we got the chance to meet again this year at React JS Amsterdam. And then one thing led to another, and we started collaborating on some projects. And I met him yesterday as well, almost for 3 days, right? So we saw each other for 3 days.
Yeah, and definitely got lots of ideas going.
Yeah. So so we will hear what project he's working on and what's next. And so over to you, James. Tell us about what you're working on.
Yeah, so I maintain quite a lot of JS libraries. Primarily, I'm maintaining things like Parse 5 and Chokidar uh, and Clack and a few other things, Chai. But the big thing at the minute is E18E, which is a community that we built around performance contributions initially. So the whole point of this is to help people in the community create contributions to popular JS libraries and tools and things like that that improve performance and security. So a lot of that is creating documentation and tools to help maintainers and contributors to just discover where things can be improved, basically. So a lot of it as well is tracking down which popular packages are open to these contributions, and working together.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's that's where I spend a big chunk of my time at the minute. Not necessarily on the code, but mostly on the community side of things and helping with creating collaborations and stuff like that. Just like working with Code Rabbit, yeah, if we can make popular packages faster and help maintainers write fast code, performant code, then everybody wins. So we're just trying to facilitate that basically as a community effort, which seems to be going well so far. So yeah, if we can get more people involved, then that would be great. But yeah, we're always looking to contribute with projects, uh, collaborate with them. Sorry, collaborate with projects, and introduce new tools to help people with CPU profiling, memory profiling, all that kind of stuff. Uh, and creating data sets to help modernize code, basically. And a bunch of that will link into agentic workflows eventually as well, with like MCP servers and skills and things. Uh, so it should help everybody get involved rather than just our community, basically. But
Mhm.
yeah, that's what's going on recently.
So that's how we started talking about like more collaboration or E18E. So I'll come back to the question because you said like, oh, you need more people to contribute to the ecosystem to like grow this project. But before that, like, is there any existing improvements which team has done as a POC, or maybe it's already out there, so maybe contributors can refer to them?
Yeah, so for example, we improved the Svelte ESLint parser a few times, and so that's much faster for everybody that uses it because of the contributions we did. And similarly, we contributed to Astro at some point and improved rendering by the rendering performance by 20 times, I think, which was a
That's
crazy
good.
one. Yeah, so things like that. And we helped push the new Prettier CLI forward as well, which runs a lot faster than the old CLI. And you can use that today behind like an experimental flag, I think. But all of these things are like collaborations with the teams that run those tools. So we've spent time with them as a community, digging into how we can improve the code base basically, and then submitted PRs like anyone can. But yeah, the significant wins are things like that, and the very well known one is Storybook. We worked with Storybook for a long time and reduced the dependency tree with them. And they have a graphic somewhere that they use in talks and things, which has a dependency tree that's massive, and the infamous one, and then it went down to like 3 levels of dependencies at some point, which was like 10 times smaller or something. But all things like that, they're all popular tools. So it means everybody gains from this. Anyone that's using Storybook now has like lighter installs and faster CI and stuff like that. And anyone using Astro renders pages faster. Anyone using Svelte lints and checks their project faster. So yeah, we're just trying to add more things like that where we're touching the high impact tools basically.
That's cool. I mean, because I use Astro for my own portfolio. So if let me, and then I see like I mean, I'm right now on Astro 6 or 5. I think I've created a migration PR for 7. I don't know why it was not working. I need to, between travel, I forgot to check like why it's failing. But yeah, I mean, I'll give it a try. So you're saying like, is it available already, or like any specific version where it should be available so I can like see the difference? Just
Yeah,
to,
so the Astro one I think landed in the last major. So they've actually just released a new major version, I think, as well, which has a lot more improvements. But that
yeah,
that will already be out there, so you've probably already gained without realizing. And similar
yeah,
with the Svelte things, for example, they have sort of landed over the last year probably, because it was a couple of separate improvements, and the Prettier CLI. That one's still experimental, but you can turn it on today with a flag or an environment variable. So anyone that's using Prettier basically they might as well turn the experimental flag on, because it'll speed it up by like at least twice when formatting files. So all that stuff exists already today, and you can use it.
interesting. So okay, I'll give it a try. And so just to let everyone know, James is not actually talking about rewriting everything in Rust. He's talking about like figuring out the issues, real issues in the code base, and no Rust migration here.
Yeah, and I would say like we as a community we sometimes do recommend Rust, new Rust alternatives, but it absolutely depends on the use case, because the answer's not always just rewrite it into a native binary. Uh, often the reason the native binaries are faster is just because they were able to do a rewrite. They don't need all the backwards compatibility and things like that. So if we can improve the existing tools, that's preferred actually. But certain things, like TypeScript, for example, it absolutely makes sense to have rewritten it in Go, just because it's a self-contained thing, basically. But for libraries and things, we can make most of them faster while they're still in JavaScript. So yeah, I'm not recommending that we go around the ecosystem and rustify everything.
Yeah. So James, you actually showed me a project during the conference. Would you like to share that with everyone?
The XKCD, yeah.
Yeah, it was fun. I loved it.
Yeah, I can share my screen, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah,
good.
1 second. But yeah, while I get this open, basically, what I did was take the XKCD meme about the building block, where someone in
Mhm.
Nebraska is maintaining this thing, and turned it into like an interactive version where you can put any package in it, basically. And then it shows you the dependency tree, and you can choose whichever package you want and browse through, like see the building blocks. But yeah, let me just share my screen and we'll see. All right, here we go. This should work. Is
Let me
that
just add
sharing?
it. Sorry.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Yeah. I just made. Yeah. Good.
Okay. So if we put in like ESLint, for example, this basically has resolved the deep dependency tree of ESLint and sized each brick. Each one of these is a dependency of ESLint, and it's sized the bricks based on the install size of the dependency itself. So, like ESLint here is the bigger package, because that, obviously that's the main package itself. But yeah, each of these are all the deep dependencies, and it's interactive, so you can pull one out and play around with it, basically. But you get some crazy ones, like if I put in, well, if we look at the next one, this is a tricky one because they bundle their dependencies. So we have like one giant brick and a bunch of little ones, for post CSS, basically. And then the one which I really want to improve is the Nuxt one, because it's a fairly big dependency tree. But even though this is like a funny play thing, it's actually helped me realize where we can remove some packages from Nuxt, and modernize some code so that it gets a lot smaller. Like this is a crazy one. There's plenty of these that we can.
Wow.
Yeah, this is very low frame rate, this one. But there's loads of these packages that we could remove from Nuxt. So, this, even though this is a joke thing, this is probably going to lead to a few PRs into Nuxt to clean up some of this stuff. So it's just fun to play with. Like, I can put the link somewhere to get hold of this, but it's basically on my GitHub pages. So if
Yeah, you can share in the chat. So I will. So there is a private chat for us, or if you can access the chat.
Oh yeah, I can copy this.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'll put it in the private chat.
Yeah. So and then I will put it here. So everyone has access to this, and it gets added to the history.
So if you remove the query string, by the way, it goes to the page where you've got an input, so you can type a package in. So it looks more like this. So then you can just put anything in there, and it'll just generate it on the fly. Like under the hood, it's pulling the package JSON, and then it's querying the npm registry, to resolve all the deep dependencies. and then calculates the size of each brick from the tarball size. I probably spent an unnecessary amount of time on this.
At least people know it now, like what can break that up. So it's not
Well,
unnecessary.
there'll be a package in there somewhere that's too big to render, I bet. Something that has like
Oh,
100,000 dependencies or something silly.
wow, really? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Uh, Nice. Thanks for showing this. So now let's wrap up by talking about how people can contribute to E18E effort.
Yeah. So basically, the easiest way to get involved, like the website is e18e.dev, but the easiest way to get involved is to join the Discord. There's a link on the website, and everybody's really welcoming. Like, it's a community effort. It's not like a team of people. The whole point is to drive contributions from the wider community rather than there being an E18E team. So if you just turn up in the Discord and chat to us, someone will help you out. And we have a repo as well called Ecosystem Issues, and the basically that has GitHub issues that apply across the JS ecosystem. So where we have issues for like migrating packages to ES modules, and so all those issues have labels and stuff for things you can pick up. So you could go in there and just pick any issue that nobody picked up yet. And usually we've already reached out to the maintainer of the package that it's related to, and they're open to contributions. So, like an example is we've contributed a bunch to NX to remove a bunch of like old polyfills and things. And there's a tracking issue inside the ecosystem issues repository to keep track of which of the NX issues we haven't finished yet. So you can just go into one of those and see what to pick up. But honestly, like the Discord is the place to be because there's always all sorts of cool stuff happening, and people collaborating on new packages and things like that, like more modern solutions to things. And you can click the chat link basically on the website to get to that. But if anyone wants to get involved, like, do come along. Everything helps. We're all making the ecosystem faster together. So, all the help we can get is what we're hoping for.
About the NX because I love NX. I mean, I'm one of the NX champions actually. So I use it everywhere I go apart from this job. But
Yeah.
in my last job, actually, I was hired to do NX like just to manage like the entire monorepo. So I'll definitely check out some of the issues from NX and I'll share it with my friends as well. And the people who are listening, maybe the best part, like the team is already taking care of all this, communication that okay, the other project has already agreed to accept the contribution,
Yeah.
because most of the time that's the biggest problem. Like if they want to do this
Yeah. So we have fairly good labels on the issues and a process that we follow and everything. Where the process is that we first reach out to the maintainers, and if they're open to contribution, at that point we label our issue as contributions welcome or something like that. And so, there are some projects where contributions are not welcome, but usually it's just because they have a different roadmap, or like they want to get to it eventually, but not quite yet. So yeah, we try to label the ones where we've already reached out, and there are some where we haven't reached out yet, and that itself is a contribution. If you want to pick up one of the issues where we haven't reached out, you can go open an issue for us in the target repo. For example, asking if they'll move to ES modules. And then if they have a positive response, then come back to the E18E issue and we can label it as contributions welcome. So yeah, that's a really important part of the communication, because you don't want to flood people with PRs they haven't asked for, basically. Uh, yeah.
That's nice. Yeah. So so if yeah, so everyone, you can find the Discord link, join the channel, and maybe if you want to contribute, reach out to James. I mean, he's pretty much active. Uh, he replies to all my messages for sure. So he should be replying to your messages. If he doesn't reply, just yeah, don't complain to me, please. Just kidding. But it's a great initiative. I loved E18E when we started discussing about it. And uh, E18E has an MCP server as well, so you can start using it. I think I should be able to share the link here. So I think it's e18e.dev/mcp, right?
mcp.e18e.dev/mcp.
Oh wow,
We
so many
we
MCP.
need to write some docs for this, but it does exist and it does work. We
MCP. Oh no, what was that? MCP.e18e.
/mcp.
Oh no, it says not found.
405. Oh.
Okay, no
Yeah,
worries. I mean, but
I will look into that.
yeah, so it's again a DNS issue.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll figure that one out.
yeah. So there should be an MCPA available soon, and you can just use it with your existing agent. Just tell it, and it will be able to flag out all the packages which you can replace with something new, or the latest. Maybe let's say, for example, if you're using a common JS package still in your repository, it can recommend you some native implementation or CJ, sorry, EJS, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry.
And in particular, like helping you remove redundant polyfills, for example. Like it will help your agent basically determine which packages are built in these days. The common example is style text in Node, which does console like terminal colors. That would have been chalk in the past, but with the MCP server, your agent will now know it doesn't need to install chalk; it can use the native one. So it's things like that. There's loads of guidance that it follows. So you can literally just point your agent at like your project and ask it, what can I get rid of that's redundant these days? And it generally will do a good job of it.
So yeah, anything else you want to share, James, before we wrap up?
Just to get involved, everybody is trying to make the ecosystem faster for all of us, and leaner, and more modern and more secure. So generally everybody's open to contributions in this space because it's important. So
Yep.
if you ever wanted to contribute and you weren't sure where to begin, it's a really good place to start, because there's already a community that will back you up. Like if you're thinking of which repos to help out, there's generally already a big pile of repos that are collaborating with us, orgs and things. So it's a really easy way to get into open source, basically.
Mm.
So yeah, I would just say join the community and come hang out, and we'll do some good stuff. We'll modernize a bunch of code.
Cool. So before we wrap up, just like we also give a shout out to one of the project from Weekly 5. So I just published this week's newsletter, and for this week we have a project called Semaphore, which is an UI for Ansible. If you use Ansible, you want a nice UI, just go ahead and check his semaphore. And it's open source, so you can contribute. And I'll just share the link here, and that's it for the day. So thanks, James. Thanks for joining, and we will be back again next week with another maintenance talking about another project update. So see ya.